Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here today on ESGNet. We're back here for MLB 19 The Show. This is Road to the Show with Rashad Bolden, episode 202. And today we are at home facing these Mets. So we're going to have I believe this is a 3-game weekend series here with the Mets here today. And we'll try to see how we can try to get better here as we're 10-16 right now, 5 games back in the division, as we just wrapped up a series there with Colorado, and we're trying to stay off the struggle bus that we're on right now, as we're trying to keep ourselves alive and keep our heads above water. And it can easily get, we can drown here pretty quickly here in this new month, or getting ready for this new month for the season here pretty quickly. Mets right now 8-16 for their division, in last place there in the NL East, and they are trying to get themselves out of the cellar there in that division also. So we'll take a look here. Bolden, of course, going to work on the some stuff in the batting cages here, I believe, and we'll see what kind of skills he's going to work on here today. Actually, no, he's going to look at the practice field. Maybe something there he can do. Maybe work on some training here. And looks like he's going to go instead to the practice field. And we're going to see exactly what he's going to work on. And he's going to work on in the batting cage there. So that's nice to see, as he's also working on some relationships there. And of course, one of his teammates is going to challenge him to make a plate vision thing for himself. So he decides to decline that, which that's what I've been kind of trying to do here in this. I've kind of mentioned in the last couple episodes here that I'm kind of going to get away from doing those challenges here for at least for the time being, until we get our team on the right track and on the right foot. As we'll see a ground ball going to first base here. They're going to try to turn that double play, and they cannot, as they only get the lead runner there at second on that double play attempt. So Bolden's going to be safe at first. And like I said, the Padres right now, we're on a 5-game losing streak. We lost the first 2 games against Colorado there, but we did win the last one, winning that one 6-4. And we're going to be hosting these Mets here for this series. So the Mets already have a runner on the board as we now go to the bottom half of the third. Runners on second and third, actually, and 2 out. Bolden here is going to rip this one there. That's going to go to right center field. That should be good enough there for him to get those 2 runners in to score. And they will take a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the third. So nice job. And now we're going to see if someone can return the favor now. That being Clay Infield here on this at-bat. So 1 for 2 for Clay, as he has 2 out and 1 on. Bolden's going to go ahead and take off here, and this is going to be runner advancing there, but that is going to end the inning, actually, as the one runner is going to be left stranded there. So not such luck there as we go now to the 5th inning here. Still a 2-1 ball game. Runners this time for Bolden at first and second. Nobody out, and Bolden here looking for a pitch, and he gets this one, but that one stays in the air too long, and right fielder is able to track that one down, with now runners on their corners now at first and third. So with 1 out, they have an opportunity to bring home and drive a run. We'll see if they can do that. As we'll see Bolden here now 1 for 3 for the day, a double and 2 RBIs for him. They lead us now 4-1 with 2 out and 1 on here in the bottom of the 6th. And we'll see if Bolden has a better luck here this time around. No, well, this might not be a good one there. No, it's not, as they get the force out there at second base to end the inning. So it's a 4-1 ball game here after 5. We'll see what he can do now here in the 8th inning. As there you see his numbers there, 1 for 4 for the day, a double and 2 RBIs. He's hitting 364 with 4 home runs for the season, as he gets another dynamic challenge here. Runner in scoring position, and he's going to see if he can try to drive in that run, as there's 2 out, 2 on. And here in the bottom of the 8th, Bolden here could really do some damage here, but he gets a hold of it, but just goes right to the shortstop there, and that is going to get the force out there at second. So that is the inning, as it's going to be a 5-1 ball game. So far, we could walk out of here with a nice victory here and get us back on the winning track, and that's exactly what we do. So that 5-game losing streak is snapped, as we win the first game of this 3-game set with the Mets. So nice job there, and hopefully we can try to do the same thing here in the next 2 games and get a winning streak of our own here, and try to get ourselves out of this position that we're in right now in the NL West. Of course, it's going to be an uphill battle because we got other teams that are currently ahead of us, like the Dodgers, who are playing some really good baseball, and you got, of course, you got the Diamondbacks, who are kind of in the middle of the road there. But you know, they like last year, they were sneaking up quietly, and of course leapfrogged over us and took over that position there at the top of the division. So going now to the second game here. We'll start off and see here at the bottom of the first here for Bolden. Nobody on, 2 out, and he is going to smack this one out to left center field. That one's going to drop down off the wall, and that's going to be good enough for a double as he gets himself there. So a nice way to keep this inning alive there with a 2-out double. 2-1 count now for Clay infield up to bat. And we'll see if Clay can do something here, as Clay's going to hit this one there. That's going to go to the shortstop. Easy play there. A 6-3 put away. And that, of course, will end the inning, as there's one left stranded there at second base. So no runs come across there. Do get one hit there in the inning. Go to the third. We have a runner on board with 2 out. And, of course, Bolden here trying to get get a rally going here. But a run, that's going to be a wild pitch here. Runner's going to go ahead and move up to second base with 2 out now. And now a 2-1 count here for Bolden coming up here. He has now a good opportunity now to try to hit one up the middle there and maybe find a gap out there somewhere on Harvey. And, of course, drive that run home. And we'll have a 1-run ball game. We'll see if we can do that now here with a 2-1 count. Looking and waiting for this pitch here. Of course, it's going to probably be on the outside here, as they have been doing a pretty good job here this season with chasing, having him chase stuff. Oh, he gets a hold of that one, but that one is going to go pop straight right up, and that is going to be it. So he does get some of it, but not the way he wanted it, as it goes straight up the elevator shaft there to the catcher. Go now to the 5th inning. 1 on and 2 out. Runners on first. And we'll see with a 1-1 pitch here what Bolden's going to get here. And oh, he cracks the bat there. That one should be easy play there for the pitcher. He fills this one really well. And, of course, that is going to be it for the inning. As we take a look here, nothing here after 5. Move on now to the bottom of the 8th with 2 out. Mets lead this one 2-0, as they are able to find a way to get on the scoreboard here. But Bolden, he's having a tough time here, as that one goes right to the right fielder, who's right on top of that one. Nice hustle there from him, and it's still a 2-0 ball game. And we'll see that that is going to be it for this one. We're able to scrape up a run here, but they're able to tack on 2 more runs to end this one of a final score of 4-1 is your final here. Bolden 1 for 4 for the day, a double in his work here, and his average is now around 360 right now. So he still has a pretty good average here, but just getting trying to get a collection of hits here is really tough for him, especially in today's game, as Harvey did a number on him. And of course, you know, if those balls that were going right at the center fielders, or they were in the gaps there, oh, he would have had a really, I mean, he would have had a 3 for 4 day in this situation, and maybe even would have able to score a couple times. He would have able to drive in some runs, but that was not the case. And of course, the Mets did a great job there of neutralizing his bat. So now we'll go to the third and final game of this one here today, as we're trying to, well, again, trying to stay out of the doghouse here in our division, as we're 11-17 now for the season. We'll go to the first inning, and we'll see there's nobody on board, but 2 out for Bolden and the Padres. 1-2 count here. This one does not go over the head of the first baseman. First baseman shows his glove, and he gets Bolden out there on that catch. So nothing after the first inning. Move on now to the 4th inning. It's 5-0 here for the Mets, as Bolden is up to bat here with 1 out and nobody on. Bolden, he goes chasing after that one there. That one's going to be popped up near behind the first base bag, and that is going to be it for his at bat, as there's now 2 away here in the inning. Go now to the 6th, as this game is pretty much flying along here. Still 5-0 here as Bolden swings and misses there on that 4-seam fastball. Tough break there for him as he had a runner on board. Now we go to the 6th here, or excuse me, the 8th. 6-1, as we'll see a 1-1 count there. That one's going to go flying deep there to right field, and that is going to retire the at-bat for Bolden, as there's one still left stranded. So after that, all that, the final score is 8-1 here, as it's 0 for 4 for Bolden, and the Padres, well, they're still shaking their heads here, wondering what is the deal. How can we win ball games? As they end up losing another series here, and I believe now going to be 11-18. Ugh. This is tough, and not a good way to start the new month off here, and the second month of the season. So, what can we do? I mean, honestly, what are some of the things we could possibly do to turn this team around? Well, for one, I know for sure, and a lot of you guys have heard saying, Bolden needs to take a lot more at bats and take his time, which he has been. But personally, I think it's about the pitching. The pitching's been an issue. Been giving up too many runs, especially early on in the ball games, and not to mention our bullpen not helping us out here. So I'm really hoping that we'll make some strides to get our pitching better here, and of course maybe even bring in a bat or two to kind of help Bolden out in some tough situations here. But we'll take a look here. We're going to go ahead, I believe we're going to play the next series, which I believe is against San Francisco. That is coming up here. Yeah, we're going to go to San Francisco for the first time this season. Play that 3-game series coming up in the next episode. And then I believe we'll skip that weekend series with the Dodgers and go on to Washington. So two more episodes I think I have left here for MLB 19 before we hop over to 20 here on the channel. And of course, stay tuned for more Road the Show, not just with Bolden, but with Simon Unger, Theo Bonds, DeMarcus King, and Diego Torres, and Ryu Atami. Look for all of those coming up, and also a new one coming up soon here on the channel for MLB 20, a brand new character, and this time it will be an outfielder. Not gonna say who the name is. I'll have a video about that coming up very soon here on the channel, so stay tuned for that. But as always, keep yourself and each other healthy. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Check us out on those social media platforms. Not to mention, hit that bell button so you guys be notified when this series or any series come up on the channel. Also, check us out on Discord. Be a part of Discord if you guys want us to help support the channel. But that's it for this episode of Road to the Show with Rashad Bolden. And again, as always, most importantly, especially now in the times we're living in, keep yourself and each other healthy. And I will see you guys next time.